Alright, what's up? We are back with the fourth installment of Minivan Musician. We got a special guest here tonight, D-Menace in the house.
What's good? In the van.
The van, the house, the van, whatever, you know. So, let's get started with, what's your name? Where are you from? And, what's some recent stuff that you released?
My name's Dennis Heatley. I go by D-Menace. Dennis the motherfucking Menace. I'm from Ypsilanti. Some recent releases. Let's see. Dropped Dementia with my boy Chill Beats. Shout out to Chill Beats. In August. Then in September was My Mental Prison album. October was Psych Med's album. And then mixtape number 9. And currently I'm working on mixtape number 10. Dementia Part 2. Another album that I'm dropping. Oh, I forgot. I dropped an album in November too called Sleep.
Yeah.
Nice. Sounds like you're doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So, what are some of the bigger moments in your career? Like some of like the most important or meaningful collabs that you've done?
The first one would have to be right before MC Breed passed. I was fortunate enough to work with him over at Talent Live Studio. Shout out to Rick Young.
Nice.
At Talent Live in Canton. But I got to work with him on a track, and just being in the studio with him and catching the whole vibe, that was a complete different experience than what I was used to. And then just recently, over the last couple of years, working with Bootleg, me and him dropped about 4 or 5 songs together, and then we got a song with me, him, and Shoestring. And
nice. Hell yeah.
Hey, family, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Rest in peace, Breed.
So,
RIP Big Breed.
how did you end up linking up with D-Menace?
Oh, this guy. I was in the middle of a bank robbery. No, the way the thing went down is I think it was because I was putting a release party together.
Yep.
And somebody recommended to put Devil's Advocates on it. And I didn't know anything about Devil's Advocates. I went and peeped some of the music. I liked the music. The only dude I had seen rapping Devil's Advocates, I believe, was Sin. The only picture I had for Devil's Advocates was Sin. So, like, when he was at the show, I seen this dude spitting. And this ain't on the stage. He was just spitting. I don't even remember the context of it. I was like, that dude's hungry. He's got bars. And then they did their set. And he kind of, to be honest, reminded me of myself because he was just like zoned in on the lyrical part of the performance. And I mean, Sin did a great performance and shit too, but I was just like, yo, I see a little bit of myself in this cat. And then we just kind of hit it off from there. And he's on a few tracks on the Sanctioned Hits joint. I'm on a few tracks of his projects. So it just kind of went from there.
Yeah, you guys seem to click well together.
Yeah, like,
definitely.
I mean, I work with a lot of artists. You could tell from the Sanctioned Hits project, I got a lot of cats on there. But, I mean, there's certain ones you're going to click with on a personal level, probably more. And I would say D's one of them. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, we got a lot more in common than just this music shit.
Yeah, that's
right.
important for sure. So, Dennis, tell me some of the stuff you got coming up and where can people find your music at?
Coming up, I got, like I said, Dementia Part 2, the Devil's Advocate Part 2 album is coming out. I got mixtape number 10, which should be out right around the beginning of January. January 13th, I'm dropping another solo album, which is pretty much done now, but I get in this mode where I'll get stuff done and I'll say I'm going to release it on a certain date and then I wind up releasing it like a month early. I got a bad problem with that. But to find my music, man, it's everywhere. iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, YouTube Music.
What's like one of the main links people can go to, just like your Facebook link?
My Facebook music page is D-Menace.
Right on.
And there's a hyperlink on the page, and it'll send you to iTunes, Google Play, wherever you want to go, Spotify.
Right on. Be on the lookout. Verb.
yeah.
You made a stylistic decision lately that you were talking about before. Like, what is that? How does it affect the music that we'll be hearing from you in the future?
I decided to get more to my roots, how I started spitting, what I did for a lot of years. And I mean, I always have, but I'm going more to the boom-bap thing. I always pride myself on doing like a little bit of everything, you know, different kinds of tracks, different flows, you know, even like singing a little bit, my flows and stuff. But I'm kind of more focusing just on my bars and doing things in the boom-bap style that comes very easily to me. As far as instrumentals go, I've noticed, you know, I can use that on everything. I use it on this track that we listened to on the 734 joint. I wouldn't call that like a boom bap beat, but I mean, I'm just kind of like focusing on that because I've got so many different things, so many different, not as many as him as far as projects go. I don't have that kind of, I'm not that prolific, but just like would spread myself a little bit thin, so I'm trying to kind of hone in on the boom bap stuff. So like the lyrical content's probably going to be, and I think it has been lately, a little more like really concentrated on point, you know what I mean? So you're going to probably get a little bit less songs, but a little bit more the lyrical content.
In our first video, you had mentioned that there aren't really many influencers who are into the lyrical boom bap music. Has your opinion on what the fans are looking for changed since then?
Yeah, actually a lot, and that's why I decided to give people a little bit more what they're looking for, because you know, when you go to those influencers and stuff like that, you kind of think to the end-all, be-all, this is the only way I can get my music heard. What I've realized, there's plenty of people out there, and it's not just older cats that want the boom-bap music. And by boom-bap, I mean, I'm talking more about just lyrically central hip-hop, you know. I mean, there's kids like my son, Donovan. What's up, Don and Jake? Donovan, like, kids that are 15 that are listening to lyrical hip-hop, they're being exposed to it through, like, say, the Wu-Tang show, or, you know, and then there's like Dave East, who's a protege of Nas. Like, there's these cats that do have like a big following. They're bringing people into that style. They're looking for it. They're having as hard a time finding it as we're having getting found. So the more you create, the more you put out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so yeah, there is a little bit of a difference there. It's just not as immediate. You can get those pop, you know, one-hit wonder type fans quickly and easily. They're everywhere, but the real purists, you just got to wait a little longer. You got to almost cultivate a relationship with them. So.
Right. So you have a show announcement that you would like to throw out there. What do you got coming up?
On New Year's, I believe it's at the Leland now.
It's at the Leland, yes.
On New Year's, I'm one of two hip-hop performers that are performing at Detroit Rave City.
Whoop, whoop. Shout out to Broly.
Yeah, what up, Broly? And everybody else on the joint, too. There's too many people to name, but I'm going to start advertising for it. That's something where I'm going to bend things a little bit stylistically. You're going to hear the boom bap, and that's another thing. A lot of the electronic fans really like, you know, that style of hip-hop. That's what they came up on, but I'm going to give them a little bit of the instrumental stuff that they like, too. So it's going to be a hell of a show. I'm going to have merch there, the Real Rap Back merch. Need to watch that Facebook page of mine for the Real Rap Back clothing and everything, because we making a statement with that.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good time. It's always a good show, very, very good show. So you have D-Scan, Scantless Beats, doing at least a verse on that performance, possibly.
Yep, that's right.
Has he been active since the collaboration on Sanctioned Hits?
Yeah, he's been really getting his production and his mixing, just all of the production engineering end of it really trump tight. He's been focusing more on that rather than the MCing aspect, because, I mean, honestly, the dude's gifted with the sound, sonically gifted. Actually, I got a beat from him tonight that's going to be my next, like, actual real pushed single. So, yeah, definitely, he's been doing his thing. Shout out to Scantless Beats.
Yeah, I got to shout out Scan, too, man. I've been doing a bunch of collabs with him over the past about a month or so, and, man, they just keep getting better and better.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to you, Scan.
So, what are the collaborations out there that you two have shared? Okay. And we're listening to one right now as a remix.
Yeah, the 734 joint. Y'all gotta go see the video. I'm gonna put the link in the description. I always say I'm gonna put links in the description. This time I'm actually gonna do it. Everybody that's seen this video loves this video. I'm not just saying that. Just look at the likes, look at the views. It's comical,
you
but it's
seen
still
that
hard.
teddy bear though.
He's
You couldn't really see it.
hanging out the
Watch
robe
for the teddy
pocket.
bear. Boo-boo.
Yeah,
Teddy
that bear's like 38 years old, man.
Yep, had him in the house since I was a kid, man. He's a good luck charm. You know, Micah knows he's magic. He talks. But that video was fun, man. I think that we both brought it on this song, man. It's like, it's just a street banger classic to me. I honestly think people listen to this song.
Oh yeah, I love it. The response to the video has been great. It's hilarious. I mean, I gotta tell whoever is listening and watching, check out that video. We're definitely putting the link in the description for sure.
Was that Too Much Pressure?
Yeah, the Too Much Pressure joint, influenced by The Shining. It was right around Halloween. We did that joint. That joint was tight. He's on the
Bad Man.
The Bad Man joint on Sanctions.
Hell yes.
That might be personally my favorite song in that album. Also the
Pumpkinheads, yeah.
The Halloween joint, which
I think we got one of them CDs right here.
World or whatever it was.
Yep, Man World.
It's got Sin and Witness on it. So I mean, there's a good like mix of different styles of music we worked on there. That's the other
thing.
thing.
Me off with that one because I didn't even know Sim was on it. I talked to him. I got it back. I'm like, man, I just knew. I got it back. I'm like, that's my dog. Like, shout out to Sim, man.
Yeah, Sim brought it on that one. You brought it on that one.
Yeah, you guys all sound tight on that track for sure.
Shit out your verse on that, but I'm saying like I fuck with this dude no homo because if it's a Halloween song, if it's like a hood song, if it don't matter. I can throw a dude on it and he's gonna do his damn thing. That was an inspirational song, kind of. I mean, so a little bit of everything. So it's most of those on this YouTube channel. If you go to the Sanction Hit playlist on this channel, it's got several of them. The Halloween joints on, it's all on there.
Hell yeah.
That Pumpkinhead one.
Yeah, that Pumpkinhead one's dope.
Cool, man. I need to push that a little bit more, even though it ain't Halloween. People still like it.
Man, people like that shit all year round.
Hell yeah.
So, Verb, you got the Rockefeller mixtape coming up in March, obviously, and you've been dropping previews of the songs.
Yeah.
What's up with the other random freestyle that you dropped over that Griselda song?
Oh, the Griselda
just the other day.
I've decided that I'm going to also do freestyles over Griselda beats like weekly. So probably here we'll just call it every Friday.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop a Griselda freestyle because I really like the fact that that's another example. I didn't mention them. They're doing raw boom bap stuff that's so opposite of what the industry is right now, and they got a huge fan base, so they've helped to bring that back. They brought real rap back. So I mean, you know, it's only right to, and people seem to really like what I did on their beats. So I love those grimy beats. You know, I came up on Havoc's beats and stuff like that. Alchemist, they're similar in a certain way. So I'm gonna be doing one every Friday. There's one, check it out right now. It'll probably come up as the next suggested video. If not, it's in the freestyle playlist. I did a 50-bar one. It's kind of like a life story type joint on one of theirs.
And then any out-of-state collabs you got going on this week? I think there was one right? Out-of-state collab.
Yeah, the Don Cody joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a verse and a hook for a Don Cody joint. He's a dude out of Ohio. Damn, how did I just forget the name of the city in Ohio? Youngstown, Ohio. He's a real talented dude, man. He's a producer and an MC. He cranks out beats at the speed that D puts out songs, man. He's really dope, and he puts cats from all over the country on him. As long as you know, he almost does it like a challenge. Anybody that can write to this and get it done in 72 hours or less, he'll promote it. He'll put it out for you.
Nice.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna pass you his link.
Yeah,
He's doing some good stuff. The beat he sent me was dope. He's got a lot of dope shit. So shout out Don Cody.
So, Dennis, anything that you want to add for your fans before we roll out?
Yeah, I got a couple of out-of-state link-ups, too, with my boy William Alexander out in Texas, then D-Boy in Toledo, and then my boy Reem in D.C. You looking for those ones, because them joints are going to be hot. Them kids can all spit.
Hell yeah.
So they should be coming, hopefully, you know, around the first of the year, get everything situated. They'll probably be on one of the albums that gets dropped. And then my boy Nutso, you know, I always collabing with him. So
Oh yeah.
he's here in Michigan though. But yeah, man, just I don't know. I'm at a loss for words at the moment.
You got a lot of stuff to remember,
yeah, you got a lot of stuff,
Damn.
and we're happy to have you
It's a pleasure
as
to
our
be here. Thank you very
and I'm
much.
supposed to add something
our
else to
first
it that I said
special
I was
guest
gonna
in
say
the
next
van.
week. Or last week, I mean. Next
What?
week I'm in the future. That was one of them times where...
Don't just... Man. On his
The
conspiracy
glitch in the
theory.
Matrix is real,
Shit.
people. No, but
Take the red pills.
the
Take the blue
Thanksgiving thing, real quick. I used to be somebody that didn't celebrate Thanksgiving. I'm a very large amount Native American, not Elizabeth Warren Native American, like actually, and Eastern Cherokee. I still celebrate Thanksgiving with my family, and the reason being is the original Thanksgiving was in a decent spirit, if you know the real history behind it, and also it's become something else. Kind of like Christmas has become something else. A lot of people that aren't devout Christians celebrate Christmas, right? Well, it's like that. And just because you celebrate Halloween doesn't make you like a pagan or something. As far as the Thanksgiving thing goes, it is literally a day that I choose to celebrate what I'm thankful for, have an excuse to eat a lot of carbohydrates, and this year to not watch the Lions. I made a conscious mental health decision.
Yeah.
A conscious mental health decision to not watch the Lions. Kick back and watch, I don't even remember what,
The Santa Claus. I made you watch the Santa Claus.
And while I was cooking, I was watching historical Thanksgiving stuff.
And we caught the oven on fire twice.
Yeah, I don't even want to get into that, but shout out to ducks. They're beautiful animals, but man, you taste fantastic. But yeah, for real, like I had a couple people ask me, like, I thought you didn't believe in that shit or whatever, and then I kind of argued some points online that were the opposite of what they thought I would say, and I'm just like, look, man, just for the record, like, I don't put a crazy historical significance onto it. It more is what it is nowadays in America, where it's being thankful for my family and what we have and everything like that. So I just wanted to clarify that shit and say that on a positive note.
I hear you. Thankful to have both y'all here. And with that, we're gonna wrap up volume 4 of Minivan Musician. So we got D-Menace,
Y'all in a week.
Don Verb.
Yeah.
Peace
We'll do
out.
something special.